Oh, interesting place to sit, wouldn't you say? The game's not even showing it. The game isn't even showing on the screen. Oh no, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I fixed it. There we go. Okay, let's redo the intro. Oh, that's an interesting voice to say, isn't it? Hey everyone, welcome back to Corpse Factory. My name is Lucifer, and as you can see, I'm a professional YouTuber. Woohoo! I know how to YouTube, I know how to record videos, yeah! But, yeah, welcome to Corpse Party. Last time where we left off, we found out that we are playing as she. I forgot her name. We're gonna call her Mitsubishi for now. But she is the owner of, well, the admin of a website called Corpse Party, and that website is used to basically kill other people by sending their faces and stuff like that. You can watch the previous 2 episodes if you want to. The prologue and the first part that we played. It was very intriguing, very cool, and yeah. Yippity diddly do. But one cool thing is that I have new glasses, but I'm still adjusting to them. So yeah, I don't know how long this video is gonna be because I do have to take breaks when my eyes are adjusting to it. In honor of doing that, I'm gonna put some glasses on my avatar. There you go. Those are some very cool glasses. Also, to counteract the fact that my act is so impactful. But no, but to counteract that, my throat's probably gonna die from talking again for this long. I have some tea next to me. Say hi, tea. Hello. So yeah, I have some tea, which I will be swigging from time to time. So, as Corlin said in the last video, remember to take a hydration break. So if anyone's watching this video, drink water throughout the. That's very important. So we're gonna continue where we left off, where I believe I went to the office. I'm not quite sure. Oh, there it is. Quick load, please. I would like a quick load. I arrive at work on time, just as usual. My handbag is heavy with the weight of several cans of coffee. Alright, you stayed up. Wait, you slept pretty well, I think. I think you stayed up late. I don't really know. You stayed up at some point. Hopefully enough to help me power through the day after having had such a late night. I can't help but yawn loudly as I wait for the elevator in the lobby. Just before the elevator door opens, my phone starts to ring. I step aside and answer the call.
Hey.
Hello? Oh, Noriko! That's her name. I was definitely close. I definitely remembered her name at the beginning. Yeah, no, I definitely remembered it. You guys heard nothing. You guys heard me say no other name, okay? Yeah.
Hi, Noriko. Good morning. Did I call at a bad time?
Wait, isn't that the girl in the prologue? Aoi. Alright.
Not at all. I'm just about to go into the office.
Not at all. Wink, wink.
Oh, should I call back later? It's no problem. Don't stress.
I'm stressing. I'm growing white hair as we speaketh.
Okay, sorry.
Oh? The nervous apologetic girl on the other end of this call is Aoi Sato, an old school friend from back in the day. Though we never really had any common interests, we used to be inseparable at school. So the girl who dies in the prologue, I forgot her name, we're gonna call her Mitsubishi. Anyone we don't know, we're gonna call them Mitsubishi. But, so that must mean that, Natsubi here, I hope her name's Natsubi. I forgot already. Oh no. But I hope. I think that she might also have been the classmate of the girl who died before. I don't know. This is getting interesting. The plot keeps thickening.
The plot will always thicken like a curry. A tasty, glutinous, succulent curry.
Though we were really never we had any common interests, we used to be inseparable at school. She was shy, I was introverted. It was a combination that worked in our favor, even if our conversations were a little on the boring side. To say we're no longer shy and introverted wouldn't be entirely true. I mean, you do stay inside whole day killing people, so you know. Aoi has gotten better. She's definitely more outgoing, but she still suffers from a great deal of social anxiety. As for me, I'm still pretty introverted. I have both of these traits. My intolerance for being around other people has improved a bit, but I still do prefer solitude. And visit places I've never been to puts me on edge. To call Aoi my best friend would be accurate. She's my closest confidant. Even so, she knows nothing about my part-time masquerade as
Corpse girl.
No one does, and I plan to keep it that way. And also, I think Aoi wants to use Corpse Girl on someone, which might potentially be Noriko. I hope her name's Noriko. I am saying random names at random times, so yeah, here we go. Scream at me in the comments for getting the names wrong. Scream at me!
So,
Oh, it is Noriko!
what did you
Yay!
want to talk about?
Your mom. Oh!
Oh, well, you see, that guy at work is still bothering me, and I wanted to see if you had any more advice for me.
Put a stake through his heart and burn him alive. Yes.
Ah, jeez. The older guy that always hits on you. Yeah. What a creep. You're 19, for God's sake. He must be, what, 50?
Oh, that is very creepy.
I think he's 52.
Oh, well, that's even more creepier. There you
Know
go.
his actual age?
Okay, interesting, intriguing.
Well, whatever. If he's still bothering you, you have to take a stand. He's not your coworker, right? Just a regular customer?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah.
Then tell your manager. Have him banned from the venue. I can't talk to the manager. I don't want to cause trouble for the company.
Technically, having an employee being bothered is causing trouble for the company.
Jeez, girl. Sometimes you need to stand on your own 2 feet.
One thing I don't get is why why girl is highlighted in the game. It might just be for what's it called? It might just be for like stressing the word, or maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with later on. We'll see.
I know. Well, if talking to the manager is out of the question, then you need to be firm with the creep.
Yes. Put a stake through his heart and burn him alive. Very simple.
Tell him you won't stand for being groped anymore. His behavior is simply unacceptable, and if he won't change, you won't serve him anymore.
Tell someone. Tell someone this is happening. Oh my gosh.
He's scary, Noriko. I don't know if I can confront him like that. He's always drunk. Even before he comes into the place, I try not to serve him too much, but... Are you sure you can't quit that stupid job? Working at a maid cafe really doesn't suit you at all. I thought you wanted a government position.
Tea break.
I do. I want to work in a cozy office, kind of like you, but you know I don't have any qualifications.
Didn't they go to the same high school? Didn't she pass?
Why don't I see if there's anything open here? Maybe Shinya can help out. He got me this job, remember? Shinya... maybe. He was always a nice guy, right?
Was he? Was he really?
He's super nice. Stick in the mud, but a nice one.
I used to know what that meant, but I don't know what stick in the mud means anymore. I think it just means he's very stiff and he likes to get muddy. Wink.
Noriko, don't be mean.
Okay, so that means a bad thing. Alright.
Yeah. You want me to ask? Yes, please. If it's no trouble. It's no trouble. I'll talk to Shinya. Then maybe you can quit that crappy job and come work with me. Oh, that really does sound wonderful. Thank you, Noriko.
More tea breaks.
I'd be so lost without you. Don't be silly. You're amazing, Aoi. Leave this to me.
And so are all of you. I really want to thank all of you for everything. You guys mean a lot to me, and you guys are all amazing. And you guys I just appreciate all of you. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. I end the call and heave a sigh. Having to go and ask Shinya about a job actually is a pain in the butt, but I never admit that to Aoi. I want to help the poor girl out. I do. I do nearly anything for her. The elevator arrives at the lobby and I step inside as soon as the doors open. No one at the elevator. I have the elevator to myself again. Haha. How did this guy always find me or find Kurosawa? I've got her full name. Noribo. Norisekawa. Yes, names.
Fujikawa.
Fujikawa. Noriko. I think I was right. Shinya takes my surprise as I exit the elevator. Has he been waiting for me here? I think he has. I think he
I wanted to catch
has.
you before we sit down to work. I sent you another friend request. Can you make sure you got it this time?
Oh my gosh. He's desperate.
yeah,
Desperation.
okay.
What am I supposed to do when he puts me on the spot like this? I try not to groan as I get my phone out and open up noise. It's impossible to hide my screen from Shinya's piercing gaze.
Well, what do you know? I have a new friend request.
Oh, great. It worked this time. Go ahead and accept it, please.
Yeah, this is a very awkward situation, and I'm yeah, okay. I would probably feel very pressured in this as well. So you know what? Fair enough. We can always unfriend him like 5 minutes later. You know. I hesitantly accept the request. A little fireworks animation pops on the screen with a celebratory message about making a new friend. Imagine being good and cool enough to have new friends. Am I right? Oh, yeah.
Yay! Looks like we're officially friends now. So, can I call you Noriko from now on?
I've never cared much for formalities. I try to adhere to them in the workplace, but honestly, I don't care if people refer to me by my first or last name, regardless of whether they're friends or not.
That's fine. You can call me Noriko.
Those evil, evil eyes, though. Look at them. They're great. Shinya's eyes light up. That seems to have made the boy happy. That's right. Haha! I made someone happy for once. Woohoo! And this is gonna be a dumpster fire as soon
You can
as
call me Shinya,
he
of
finds
course.
out that I'm not. I mean, Noriko is not interested in him. Sadness.
Shinya. Hey, we've known each other since junior high, right? Shouldn't we have been on a first name basis anyway?
Yes, that's true, but we're in the office now, you know? It wouldn't do if you started working here and called me Shinya right away.
I mean, why wouldn't I? Why would I bother people?
I suppose.
But I guess fair enough. Japan does have a lot of respect, responsibilities, culture. I guess it's just culture there is strict like that. So fair enough.
Anyway, I'm really glad we're proper friends now, Noriko. Maybe we can get a coffee sometime.
Like for example, like over here we call like our teachers by their actual names. Like let's say our teacher's name is Bobaniel Sanders. We would just call them Mr. Bobaniel or Mr. Bob, But I found out that recently, like people from abroad, they actually prefer. I mean, they actually culture-wise they call people by their last name. Teachers by their last name. So if it's a Mr. Okay, let's say it's Mrs. Salamandria Graciela, then students would call her Mrs. Graciela. So it was a really interesting thing for me because for us it's so common here to I lost my train of thought. Help! Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's common over here to just call teachers by their first name, which is interesting and such a contrast to people outside, which is, yeah, it's interesting, very, very interesting. I can't help but feel like he's trying to push his luck as far as it will go. Any suspicions I had about him having a crush on me are now confirmed. Look at his face! It was confirmed the moment he was waiting outside the elevator. Just saying, I brush a stray lock of hair out of my face and smile as sweetly as I can while I change the subject.
Hey, actually, I wanted to ask you something. Are there any more temp jobs available here right now?
Oh, getting right into it.
Temp jobs, huh? Are you looking to pick up extra hours?
Definitely. I'm gonna split my body in two, and the other half of my body is gonna be blonde and have a bob cut, and have a completely different voice, personality, memories, and self of being. So yeah, definitely.
No, not exactly. I'm asking for a friend who needs a new job.
Oh.
A friend of Noriko's. Well, let's see. We pretty much always have data entry roles up for grabs. Unless your friend wants something more interesting? Do they have any particular qualifications?
Not really. Data entry is more than fine. Actually, you already know who I'm talking about. Remember Aoi Sato?
Aoi
Oh.
Sato. Yes, I think I do remember her. That really shy girl from our school days, correct?
Ah, the new glasses are being weird with my headphones. Oh, wow, they're not as long as my old ones, so my headphones get kind of like stuck up in them. Okay, I have to get used to that. All right, there we go. Now my glasses are scrunched up against my face. Here we go.
That's her, yeah.
That's her, yeah.
Wow. I never knew you were still in touch with school friends, Noriko.
Technically, we are school friends, so, you know, logic.
Aoi's probably the only one. We're fairly close.
Is that so? As for me, I don't really have any friends from back then.
You're playing the sympathy card. It's not going to work. Shinya's heartbreaking confession didn't surprise me too much. Oh, never mind. I was wrong. He doesn't strike me as the type of person to have many friends at all. Sure, I'm the same, but...
No, but what am I saying?
That's right. Don't you forget it. Friends.
I guess I do keep in touch with school friends.
Yeah, you do. Technicalities matter, you know?
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, I'll ask my superior if we can get Sato an interview. Is that okay?
Well, it's all gonna go crumbling down when he finally figures out that Noriko's not interested in him.
I'd really appreciate
Sorry if I keep saying
that.
I
Thank you,
tend to
Shinya.
put myself in the role of the main character of whatever I'm playing. And, yeah. Yeah, I'm weird. I'm sorry.
No problem. Leave it to me.
No problem. Leave it to me. My voice is dead. He gives me an awkward salute before skipping away. Our little exchange has obviously made him pretty happy. For some reason, something that Tomoe Watanabe said yesterday pops into my head. She mentioned that I'm leading Shinya on, but that's not true. Is it? I mean, okay, this is a morally gray area. You're not leading him on because you're intentionally not wanting to skirt him around in a kind of relationship kind of thing. You're not giving any vibes wanting to be in a relationship. You're just friends with him. So this would technically not be leading him on. Okay, actually, it is not leading leading him on at all. But it can seem that way from his perspective. So yeah. I shake the thought out of my head. I'm just being nice to him. That's not wrong, is it? I take a seat at my desk and perform the morning ritual. From my handbag, I retrieve my headphones, coffee, and breath mints. Computer on, music playing, coffee open. My fingers tap rhythmically against the keyboard, and I slip into my usual workday trance. Alright, here we go. Let's do some Excel sheets.
So, I see that you're connected with Shinya on Noise now, huh?
Speaking of Tomoe, in the intro, she's actually seen in Noriko's apartment, so these two do become like sort of friends, maybe. Something like that, which is interesting. Alright, so see that you're connected with Shinya on Noise now, huh? Indeed, indeed. You've kind of forced me to do it, but indeed. My walk to the train station is interrupted by a familiar grating voice.
Sounds like both of you are getting on pretty well.
How did you...
Of course. Tomoe and I are already friends on Noise. She would have seen the notification when I accepted Shinya's request. That seems like going on a lot of privacy kind of things, but then Instagram has a similar kind of thing, so, you know. It's actually kind of strange that Tomoe and I are connected through the app. We added each other on my first day of work, before I learned how much of an intolerable excuse for a human being she is. I do think you can unfriend people, right? Oh, right. Putting a stake through their heart and burning them alive. It's a very clear sign of unfriending them, so... We simply never deleted each other, even after all these months. Her posts are entertaining anyways. And since I rarely ever post anything myself, she probably forgot we were connected at all. Until today.
Now look, don't get me wrong, you hear? I ain't actually interested in Shinya. Nah, I'm real happy for you both, like.
I mean, it's just being friends. There's nothing wrong with that.
But what I can't stand is a skank like yourself getting some while I'm over here all dry like a desert.
Well, they do say that there are cactuses in a desert. That's why you're such a prick. I finally got a good burn in. There we go. Are you guys proud of me? Are you guys proud of that burn? You know what? Because I'm so proud of that burn. That was a terrible burn. Because I'm so proud of that burn, I'm going to add another glasses on top of my new glasses to make myself look even cooler. Alright, future editing, Lucy? There we go. Alright.
What the hell are you talking about?
Deserts. Sweets. Yeah.
It pisses me off that guys just sluts like you, and you barely have to put in any work.
Wow, she's going there.
Meanwhile, nice girls like me gotta put in so much effort to even get noticed.
You're pretty noticeable. Hmm.
You think all of this is just natural? I put so much effort into how I look, you know? And guys like Shinya don't even bat an eyebrow
That's
at me.
because people can tell when you're being fake and natural. It's not that hard to be
You
yourself.
mean bat an eyelid, right?
Whatever, it don't matter. I'm sick of skanks like you getting everything for nothing.
Look, let me be honest with you. I'm not interested in Shinya, and I'm not trying to be with him. I don't chase guys, and it's pretty rare that they chase me. You've got me all wrong.
Like I'd believe you. Do you spend your time chasing chicks then?
I mean, you tell me.
That's not your business. But you don't have to worry about me pursuing Shinya. Tell you what, any guy at the office is all yours, okay? I'm not interested.
Oh, is that how it's gonna be, slut?
Why is she trying so hard to get Noriko annoyed? I don't get
You
it.
think no one is good enough for you, but they're good enough for me?
Alright, you're putting words into my mouth now. Sure, alright.
You're just like all the other girls. You think I'm worth being pitied? You think I need it?
Okay, she clearly has some doubting issues, so, you know.
Well, I don't want your pity. You're nothing but a fake skank.
Says the one with like 50 pounds of makeup on and gold bars saying you're Tomoe. Tomoe pushes forward her bulk forcing me off the sidewalk and into the thicket of trees bordering the path. She pushed me so hard I went into the forest. Oh my god. Oh my god. The burning slap across my face comes out of nowhere. I'm blinded by the white stars and my entire face feels like it's on fire. The strike is hard, sharp, vicious. It happens so suddenly that I'm having difficulty processing it. I stumble, but my legs don't quite give out. My mind races trying to put together what just happened. Tomoe hit me. Why? Why did she hit me? There's a strange sort of disconnect in my mind. My body doesn't feel like my own. Like this isn't actually happening to me, but rather, I'm watching it happening to someone else. Disassociation! Time seems to slow down and speed up all at once. The slap replays twice in my mind before Tomoe's hands then even leaves my face. I catch a glimpse of her furious expression, red and strained and overcome with anger.
I hate you. I hate everyone like you. Don't pity me.
No one was pitying you, gosh. The second strike connects with my chin and I flinch, my entire body paralyzed with pain. She hit me again?
Stop!
I hate you. I hate you!
Uh-huh. Tomoe had lost it. She's absolutely furious and I can't figure out what I did wrong. Her third attack is a curled fist aimed right at my stomach. Through sheer luck or complete accident, I tumble backwards, narrowly avoiding the punch and instead landing on my butt. The pavement is rough and hard, but I'm sure it feels like it feels a lot better than taking a fist in the gut. Tomoe screams and rushes at me, but I scramble to my feet and grab her by the wrists. She flails wildly, her eyes looking like they'll pop out of her skull at any given second. Her breath is harsh and ragged, and tears of rage have caused a flood of clotted makeup to run down her face.
Calm down! Calm down!
She struggles against me, slowly giving in as my tight grip prevents her from attacking me further. She begins to sob softly.
I hate you! I hate everything about you!
Tea break. With a great pull, Tomoe frees herself from my grip. She steps away cursing and then runs past me. I blink in disbelief as she breaks into a sprint, heading in the direction of the train station. I raise a hand to my tender face to touch it gently. The stinging sensation is completely new to me. Never before have I been attacked like that.
What the hell was all that about?
Is she turned on by this? Oh gosh. I can't believe she hit
I
me.
can't believe she hit me.
Oh, right. I don't have to talk anymore. I no need be here. Me no want be here, no. The pack of frozen vegetables pressed gently against my face soothes my swollen jaw, but does very little to calm my nerves. I'm still on the edge after what happened today. Tomoe actually physically attacked me, all because I said something. I'm not sure what. that provoked her anger. Maybe that girl is more complicated than I gave her credit for. Seems like she has her own inner demons, just like the rest of us. I think everyone has their own inner demons. I mean, it's even though there are, there are definitely people in the world who have it harder than others, it's also very difficult to compare some problems with other ones, like inner demons. You can't really compare it because they affect people differently and to a different degree. So yeah. I've replayed the event in my head 100 times since returning home, without confronting Tomoe about it. I don't think I'll ever figure out what incited her aggression. Her inner demons. You said it yourself. But I don't plan on talking to her about it anytime soon. I wouldn't say I'm scared of her, but I don't exactly want to encourage a repeat performance. I rest the bag of frozen vegetables on a small coffee table next to me. I think I've done all I can to reduce the painful swelling for now. Sighing and leaning back, I let the soft padding of the couch consume my body as I sink deeper. My eyes glaze over as I bring my phone to my face. My fingers lazily tap and scroll as I look through a carefully curated obituary newsfeed, a list of deaths that have been reported throughout the day. Using a set of handy filters, I narrow the feed down to include only women's deaths in the age range of 30 to 50. I set the location to cover all of Japan. I immediately exclude any results that mention natural causes of death. I'm looking for specific causes, suicides, or as I more often reported, accidents. Of course, I'm looking to find out whether my latest victim has offered herself yet. Should the search string return no results, then it's pretty easy to look up recent murders. There are few and far between. Between suicides, accidents, and murders, I've covered all the potential ways my victim could die. 9 out of 10 times of the search results concludes a photography of the deceased, not a photo of their corpse, mind you. This isn't the database of the deceased I'm looking through. Rather, it's unusually a nice, flattering picture of the recently departed, submitted by their kin to go along with their obituary. I use photos submitted with obituaries to compare and match with the images of the other victims. This is the only reliable way I have to discover whether or not my victims have perished. If I knew a victim's name, I could easily look up their current fate, but my website doesn't ask for that information. Call it respect for the victim's privacy, but there's a lot more to it than that. But that's a topic. But that's a topic to dwell on another day. I can't words. Oh my gosh. I don't remember if it asks for the name, but in the prologue, I think maybe it asks for the name of the person. I'm not quite sure. There's one way to find out by watching the prologue and the first episode. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Tonight's search turns up on no solid leads. I'm disappointed, but the result isn't entirely unexpected. After all, I set the date on my latest victim's photograph to tomorrow. There's still time for her to freak out and end it all. I decided to go to sleep early tonight. Sleep is good. Everyone needs sleep. If you're watching this right now, sleep. Sleep.
Sleep.
I'm not feeling hungry enough to eat the cheap convenience store meal that's been sitting in my fridge since yesterday. Though, if I go to sleep now, it will feel like tomorrow arrives sooner. Tomorrow. I'll have to see Tomoe at work. There's no way I can avoid her since her desk is so close to mine. The idea doesn't sit well with me. On the other hand, my victim might conquer herself, which would definitely make me feel better. It could be very well be my next success, and the suspense is just about enough to kill me. Tomorrow. Blink, blonk, blink, blonk. Here we go. Blink, blonk, blink, blink, blonk, blonk, blink, 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 blonk. Blink, blonk, blink, blonk, blink, 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 blonk, blonk. My typing is hesitant and distracted this morning. My fingers falter, misstep, and tap backspace repetitively. This is no good. I can't focus on work while I'm staring at the top of Tomoe's head, popping up from behind a monitor a few desks away. Even my work playlist isn't inspiring me to pulverize the keyboard today. Smash, 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 smash. Smash, 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 smash. Oh, that was a clicking noise. Was it a clicking noise? Clicking noise? Click, click? No? Okay. Normally, a blast of pure volume and a shot of caffeine is enough to carry me to the greatest heights of productivity. I press a finger to my pursed lips, trying hard to regain my focus. I absentmindedly noticed that I missed the edge of my top lip when applying lipstick this morning. Damn, I'm really out of sorts today. At least I managed to apply some extra blush to cover up the faint bruising on my face. I might have overdone it a little, but it's better than looking like I just stepped out of a boxing ring. Hey, it's all about boxing nowadays, you know, boxing YouTubers, boxing TikTokers, I think. I don't really know. Boxing doctors. It's all about boxing, you know?
Good morning, Noriko.
Oh my gosh,
I
hi.
got some neat news for you.
All right. Is it the news that you're leaving? I would love that news. I'm so absorbed in my own thoughts that I barely register Shinya standing in front of my desk.
Noriko? Excuse me? Noriko?
Unfortunately,
Are you in
Noriko is no longer accepting friendly chats from people. You will have to now leave a message at the dial tone. Beep. My eyes fixate on Shinya's goofy smile. I quickly remove my headphones.
Fujikawa, Shinya, sorry. Hi.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Tired is all.
Oh, I hear you. I was up late last night.
Oh no.
Boy, I must have been up past 10. Just could not put down this new crime thriller I've been reading.
And then there's me who's sleeping at 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning now. Oh god.
Oh,
My sleep
yeah,
schedule for the past few
right.
days have been completely screwed up.
I was up late reading too.
Yeah, just about the death reports of bodies and people of murderers. Yeah, just completely normal and everything that your average everyday person does.
Your horror novels, right? Don't they leave you feeling a little scared before you go to sleep?
No! They make me feel alive! I can feel the horror, the terror coursing through me. Yes, I love the feeling of horror. Yes!
No, not really. It's all fiction, so it's pretty easy to distinguish from reality.
Is that so? Wow, that's not like my book at all.
I mean, crimes can be very fictionist as well. You know?
The crimes in this story are all based on real cases. My jaw hits the floor every time I turn the page.
Good for you. You clearly have used your jaw too much.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me tell you this. Your friend Sato can take a data entry opening starting from Monday.
Oh, nice.
She doesn't even need to interview. That's how much the boss trusts me.
God damn. Well, we're definitely gonna lose all of our friendships and trust because of this dude. Finding out that Noriko's not interested in her at all. Alright, here we go. I'm genuinely impressed with Shinya's ability to score Aoi a job. Say what you want about the guy, but the big wigs obviously have faith in him.
Wow, Shinya. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
That's a very leading
Thank
on
you
kind of
so
thing to say,
much.
just saying.
Don't thank me yet. Sato is going to be worked to the bone. I hope she's prepared for it.
I hope he's prepared for it too.
Trust me, anything will be better than her current job. Really, thank you, Shinya. You came through for us here.
Well, I'm just happy to help.
Yeah, I can see how she might be seen leading him on.
Hey,
But then again, they are just friends, so...
can I ask you something?
Sure. Shoot.
Bang!
Shoot! Oh, right. An expression.
Oh. I didn't mean to make the joke, but I did.
Sorry, I just remembered this case in the novel I'm reading, where a police officer shoots at a perp only to...
Hey, you, wanted to ask me something?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Are you friends with Watanabe?
Oh. I blinked a couple of times.
Tomoe?
You're on a first-name basis with her. Then you must be great friends.
That's one word to use for us.
I mean, I wouldn't say...
Listen, would you mind putting in a good word for me with her?
Well, this is a lot less creepy and inconvenient now. Of course, you can have all the good words you want.
I'm kind of interested in taking her out sometime. But I could never
The
do it
irony!
myself.
The irony! Take all of your iron deficiency tablets. This is all the irony. I'm stunned. Gobsmacked. Speechless! Shinya likes Tomoe, but I thought he liked me. Is my intuition wrong? I wonder if the clues have been in front of me this whole time. What else haven't I been seeing?
Noriko? What do you say?
Death.
Shinya, look. Honestly, I'm not really friends with Tomoe. I don't think I can help you.
Oh, I see. That's a shame. I thought maybe you were close. Darn. I guess there's not much to be done, is there? Even after I helped you and Sato out and all.
Wow. I knew it. I called it. Is he seriously trying to guilt me? I have to hand it to him. I didn't think he had it in him.
Well, I suppose you can just tell Sato to start work on Monday morning.
Oh.
So I'll see you around the office then.
Shinya leaves, and I bury my face in my hands. Has this world gone mad all of a sudden? Shinya likes Tomoe, not me. It's not that I'm disappointed. Hell, I don't have feelings for the guy, but for him to be interested in someone vapid like her just blows my mind. To add insult to injury, to literal injury, Tomoe assaulted me yesterday. She has a vicious, violent side to her that Shinya doesn't know about. He could be in real danger if he pursues her. I'm completely unable to process what I should do. Shinya scored Aoi a job, and I'm truly thankful. Do I feel like I owe him one? Should I ask Tomoe out for him, or warn her about her? I need to clear my head. I decide to step away from the desk and visit the restroom. Okay, bye. Bye. I'm gonna go now. Bye. Though I have no need to use the restroom, I enter a stall and lock the door behind me. Sitting on the toilet's closed lid, I lean back and exhale. I'm getting too caught up in office drama, and that's what the issue is. It's unlike me. I'm supposed to be stoic, unflinching. It's my ideology, my entire identity. My emotions are better locked away than stitched on my sleeve. Not very healthy, but I get it. I'm corpse girl, for crying out loud. My purpose is bigger than all of this. I'm destined for greatness. Alright, sure. Tea break. The day will come when people fear my name. Right? You can't really live off that, but sure. I shake the doubts from my mind and pat my cheeks. I'm doing all of this for the right reasons. I know I am. If I start doubting myself now, I'll never see my mission through. An unfamiliar jingle rings out through the restroom. Echoing off the walls, it sounds like a phone alert. But where did it come from? It takes me a few seconds to realize I have my own phone in my hands, and it's vibrating incessantly. I must have grabbed it up subconsciously from my desk when I stood up. The screen is lit up, and the message reads, "One new article matches your custom filter. Dead body, lol." Wait, what? The auto news feed I set up last night, it actually located something? I hurriedly unlocked my screen and opened a certain app, the same app I was trawling through last night looking for obituaries. A little unread mail icon sits at the top of the screen, blinking, and practically shouting for my attention. I hit the icon and read the information presented to me. Article posted online today at 11:22 a.m. Keywords found 3. Ms. Accident numerical data range 30 to 50. Image data found yes. Wednesday, May 27th. Miss Akane Tsurumaki, 36 of the Chiba Prefecture, was announced dead this morning at her personal residence, 8:33 a.m. The chief coroner reports that Ms. Tsurumaki was involved in an accident resulting in self-asphyxiation. Ms. Tsurumaki is survived by her husband, Mr. Goro Tsurumaki, 42, and their daughters, Miss Fu Tsurumaki, 1. A funeral service will be held on Friday, May the 29th. View image attachment. I hurriedly tap the button and gasp as the image loads. It is her. It is her. It's her. The photo. It's unmistakably the same woman. Plain features, a little makeup, no signs of personality. That's one way to sick burn someone. Akane Tsurumaki, the latest victim to receive a photo of her own corpse. Tea break. My breathing stops all of a sudden. I'm gasping for air. My cheeks are on fire. My fingers numb. I did it. My meticulous crafted photo caused this woman to end her own life. an accident resulting in self-asphyxiation, meaning she died by suicide, strangled herself, or held her head down in the bath. The news never reports anything as a suicide. It's such a taboo topic in this culture. Everything is always an accident. All this time I've been trying to compel somebody to kill themselves. My corpse photos constantly becoming more and more elaborate, more and more convincing and realistic. Just saying, it's a very terrible business strategy. Just because if you continue to do this over time, then you'll need more people working for you, and that would just make Corpse Girl a company. That means it would be a very illegal company and very easy to take down because, you know, it's a company. There's a lot of people working there. So, yeah. And now, somebody has done it again. Ah, my microphone. It's going poof poof. Because of me. Because of Corpse Girl. I was right all along. I do possess power. I have the power to end lives through my work of art. I've known it all this time, and I've finally proven it. Ruri Hatano's death planted to the seed of beliefs in my mind. The belief that Corpse Girl is more than a mortal being. And now, Akane Tsurumaki's demise has caused those seeds to bloom and blossom into pure certainty. Corpse Girl truly can end lives. It's a wonderful revelation, and it relieves my turbulent mind. However, I can't get my fingers to scroll back up to reread the obituary. My hands aren't functioning, my legs dangle lifelessly from the toilet seat, and my coffee from this morning is working its way back up my throat. I feel the sting of tears in my eyes. Sweat trickles on my forehead, dripping down my uncharacteristically thick makeup. All of a sudden I can't breathe. My lungs refuse to take in any more oxygen. I panic and fall forward, miraculously slamming my hands into the stall door to prevent my head from colliding with the floor. My nails just the thought of scraping nails is I hate scraping noises, so just the thought of that it just makes me go my nails scrape against the door's enamel paint, peeling chunks of green from the surface as I slide down, until my head rests uncomfortably on the damp tiles. Okay. My eyes roll back and my tongue lolls out out of my mouth, dangerously close to the tiled floor, but completely out of my sight and mind. I taste foundation and blush, a little bit of sweat, and nothing at all as the air still envelops my taste buds. My photo killed that woman. That woman killed herself because of my photo. My photo killed that woman. The woman killed herself because of my photo. The woman killed herself because of the photo. The woman killed herself photo. My eyes begin to regain their focus, and my stomach turns heavy and shakes, and warm coffee spills from my lips as I try to smile, but only manage to gurgle. The gritty paint underneath my fingernails has a rough texture that I don't like very much. I feel queasy and ecstatic at the same time. It's a horribly wonderful feeling that I could not do without. So much for stoic, unflinching Noriko. Remember stoic, unflinching Noriko? This is her, writhing on the bathroom floor, her lungs working once more and her breath ragged and gasping, sucking in the air like a mosquito sucks in blood. This is Noriko. Noriko without her grandiose fantasies of death and killing people without having to kill them all at all. Without having to leave her apartment because outside the world is still scary and there are people out there that are probably trying to kill her. This is Noriko. Me. The real me. Acting tough and fearless, but I'm crying on the inside, always sad, miserable, always lying on the bathroom floor with my fists clenched, my phone resting in my puddle, and my life slowly spiraling out of control. This is me. I did this. I killed that woman. She had a husband and a daughter, and some random person requested that I kill her. So I did. She probably didn't do anything wrong. She looked boring. She must have rubbed somebody in the wrong way. Maybe she didn't even know what she was doing. Just like how I rubbed Tomoe the wrong way. And I don't know what I did, but Tomoe slapped me twice, hard, and it hurt. And it must have hurt that woman too when she strangled herself and killed herself. I killed her. I directly killed her with my indirect actions. She's dead now, and I'm alive, still here, lying on the bathroom floor on the 14th story of the Shinjuku Temujin office building. And I have paint underneath my fingernails, and Aoi is going to start work here on Monday. But I did it. I killed her. Finally, after countless months of pretense, of false starts, of failures and disappointments, I killed somebody again. Corpse Girl strikes for the second time. And above all else, above this grime and muck on the floor, the tingling feeling underneath my fingernails, above all that, this feels good. Oh god, that just a thought of scratching fingernails on something just this feels so good. Blood has returned to my legs. The pins and needles have faded and my toes quiver beneath my stockings and shoes. An electrical charge pulses down my thighs and dissipates through my feet. I manage to plant 2 hands firmly on the tiles firmly on the tiles, and push myself back onto my wobbly knees. I suck in air and breathe all of it back out almost at once. I feel dizzy, and a bizarre warmth is welling up inside of my stomach and chest. Oh. I managed to steady myself enough to sit back on top of the toilet seat, with my feet planted firmly against the ground and my hands resting on my lap. I try to regain my sense of self. I might have lost my composure a little bit upon reading the news, but who could blame me? Everything I've worked for over the last year is finally starting to pay off. My second victim is dead. With this, Corpse Girl's popularity is sure to rise. More and more people will issue requests through my website. More and more people will receive corpse photos, and more people will. She killed herself. She killed herself. Oh, how I wish I could see the real body. If only I could see her mangled corpse, drenched in sweat and finally at peace. I notice my phone is wedged between my wet fingers. I must have subconsciously scooped it from the pool of muck on the floor. I try to ignore the sticky texture clinging to the screen. My fingers no longer numb. I scroll up and reread the obituary article. I smacked my hand against my table. Ms. Akane Tsurumaki, 36 of the Chiba Prefecture, was pronounced this morning. Dead. Pronounced dead. My breathing staggers once again and my jaw gently lowers. Okay. Your jaw lowers. Cool. Involved in an accident. Hot steam clouds my face. Right. You breathe out steam, resulting in self-asphyxiation. I salivate unconsciously, a trickle of moisture creeping down my chin and dropping on my lap. My cheeks are flushed, my vision slightly blurred. She killed herself because of me. She killed. I let out a gasp as my hips rise against my will. My toes curl, my legs stiffen, my skin tingles. I lean back against the cistern, my cold porcelain penetrating the thin fabric of my clothes and chilling my burning hot skin. My eyelids flutter as my mind hazes over. I can't control my body any longer. All the anticipation of the last few days, the tension building in my muscles. I can't. My legs tense up, my knees buckle, my neck tilts back. A whispered gasp slips softly between my lips. My phone falls to my ground, and once more as my fingers slowly uncurl. That poor phone is being tortured by making it fall so many times to the ground. It's gonna get broken. The dull tink sound as it hits the floor is the last thing my foggy mind registers before I drift away. Okay. Oh no.
You look like horse shit.
Oh wow. Loudness. Tomoe's a brazen drawl snapped me out of my dead stared eye.
Looks like you've been sleeping in the sewer. It suits you.
That's what I told your mom last night. I don't know what she's talking about. I can't really focus on what she's saying. I realize I've been staring at my computer screen for about 20 minutes, rarely blinking. My mouth is dry as though I've stopped producing saliva altogether. Drink water! Water break! Okay, I'm gonna drink my very cold tea. I don't know how cold it is.
That was very cold. You guys better drink water too.
A dull throb in my lap causes me to cross one leg over the other in an attempt to get comfortable.
You know, I'm talking here. It's rude to ignore your superior.
And it's rude to talk to your junior. Yeah. I swallowed in an attempt to moisten my parched throat before speaking in a cracked voice.
Do you need something?
Thought you should know that Shinya and I are gonna hit the town on Friday night. Turns out he's fancied me for a while now.
Oh no, your ego's gonna go through the roof, isn't it?
In the end, seems like the better gal won, don't you think?
Seems that way. Is that all?
I can't tell if Tomoe is starting to get under my skin. Oh, I can tell Tomoe is starting to get under my skin, but I'm honestly not in the mood to deal with that right now.
I thought you'd be more torn up about it.
Didn't you hear Noriko say that she wasn't interested? Okay.
I don't care in the slightest. Why don't you go sit back at your desk?
Whatever.
Ah, crap.
Hey, maybe I'll meet you after work again.
Oh, yeah, she's gonna have a lot more going on about her.
Why? So you can attack me again?
I realized my voice was louder than intended. A few people nearby tilt their heads quizzically. Tomoe takes a cautious step back.
Keep your voice down, psycho. Stuff like that's between me and you.
You
Me and
assaulted
yeah.
me. I should report you to the police.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Don't you dare.
Lost for words, Tomoe turns tail and walks away. I sigh and lean back in my office chair. Why do I feel so exhausted? Because you had a big old great time in the bathroom. Mind flickers, piercing together fragments of memory from the bathroom a short while ago. That's right. I myself get carried away in the exhilaration of my success. I temporarily step away from my own body and let my base instincts take over. But I'm in control now. I'm myself again. I'm Noriko, stoic and unflinching. I'm Corpse Girl, successful and feared. I can kill people as easily as I can manipulate a photo. People like Tomoe should be scared of me. People like Tomoe shouldn't mess with me. That's right, I'm gonna be a mecha droid. I'm in control now. You know what? Because we're in control now, I'm gonna add another spectacle or another glasses to myself, as you guys can see in the video right now, right? Yeah, there's another glasses on top, right? Yeah. There we go. Another glasses on top. There we go. Coolness. Coolness. Yippity doo diddly doodly doo. Climbing the steps to my apartment is always such a chore. I wish I'd moved into a building with an elevator, but I simply couldn't afford to when I first moved out on my own last year. These old apartment buildings creak and groan when you ascend the stairs. On top of that, you can hear the bustling of other people within their tiny homes as you progress up each floor. There's always a slight whiff of mold or mildew whenever I ascend the stairs. I want to chalk it up to the fact that the building is so old, but it is possible some of these residents of here don't keep their apartments very clean. At the very least, the neighborhood is decent. I feel safe in my home, even if it's small and cramped. My neighbors are respectful from what I can tell. Not really, not that I really know them at all. In fact, the only neighbors I have regular contact with are very small, the very same ones I leech Wi-Fi from. Some middle-aged divorced guy named Kenji, who lives on the floor below me, and his daughter Momo. Oh no, Momo's coming! Kenny's a decent enough guy. He works overnight, which unfortunately means Momo is left home alone a lot in the evenings. Momo's a sweet girl, perhaps 6 or 7 years old. Occasionally, I hear her singing drift into my apartment. But it doesn't bother me too much, she's just a kid. It's the very same Kenji and Momo that I bump into when I'm climbing the stairs this evening.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening to you too, sir. Oh wow, she has a kitty cat, very cute. She also looks like a very young Aoi.
Hello.
We're just on our way to get some dinner. Isn't that right, Momo?
Yeah, Momo.
Yes.
That sounds nice. I hope you have a good meal.
Itadakimasu!
Thank you. Say, are you feeling okay? You look like you've been in some trouble. There's dirt or something all over that side of your face.
That's where I got bitch slapped. I tilt my head and reach a hand to my desk. Sure enough, dry muck has blended into my makeup and caked all over my face. It seems like my eyeliner has smeared as well. Is this from when I left in the bathroom? Fell in the bathroom? Damn it! Have I looked like this all day?
Oh, right.
Right. I try to make up some lies so Kenji doesn't worry about me.
I actually fell asleep on the train home, and I guess the seats were kind of dirty.
What kind of seats do you have that kind of like contort to let your cheek rest on it?
Is that so?
You should wash your face and do your makeup again. I can help if you like.
Aw, she's a sweet kid. She's probably gonna become the successor to the Corpse Girl thing. I cannot speaketh. I can't help but smile slightly at Momo's generous offer.
Thank you, Momo. I'll be sure to wash up and make myself look nice again. You should go have dinner with your dad.
The girl nods resolutely.
Well, I hope you're okay at any rate. Have you been working hard at the bank?
Oh, actually, I just work at the head office for the bank, so...
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Data something, right?
Yeah.
Data scientist!
It's a bit dull, but I'm happy enough.
That's good. That's very good. I know it's hard for kids like you to get good work in this economy. When you find a job like that, you really have to hold on to it. When I was your age, I could only find cleaning work. I must have had a dozen different janitorial jobs before I met Momo's mother.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Job is a job. I blink a couple of times. It's not like I talk to this guy often. Really, we hardly know each other. Still, I've never heard him actually mention Momo's mother before. Most of the things I know about him, I've just pieced together from context.
Mom?
Oh no.
Of course, things are different now. I have Momo, and her mother isn't around anymore. Cleaning work doesn't cut it these days.
Yeah.
I was really lucky to get into security. It means I can work overnight while Momo sleeps, and I can still take her to school every day.
That's nice. Is the woman from the picture the mother of this person? No, there would be police all around if that was the case. Security, of course, now I remember. He did mention when we first met what he does for a living. If memory serves right, he works for a private security company. I assume he guards corporate offices or parking lots, something like that.
Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. Hold on to a job if you like it. That's very important.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna turn into a sociopathic and psychotic corpse maker. Yeah,
Thank
definitely.
you. I'm happy at Temujin, so I plan to stay there.
Yeah.
Very good. Oh, Momo
Oh.
was telling me earlier what she wants to do when she grows up. Weren't you, Momo?
This is the neighbor who allows me his internet, I think. Oh no, the girl's gonna be in trouble.
Dad?
Dad?
Come on now. Tell Nariko what you want to be.
A vampire.
A scientist.
Aw, that's great. It's a lot of work, but great.
Wow, a scientist. That's a great job. I'll be rooting for you, Momo.
Yeah, you got it, Momo. You got it. You can do it for science. The girl blushes and hides herself behind her dad.
She's inherited her mother's book smarts, I'm certain. She definitely didn't get her brain from me.
I mean, you don't know that. I don't know where I'm going with this. Moving on.
Anyway, we're gonna get going. Enjoy your evening, Nariko.
Enjoy.
You too. Bye-bye, Momo.
My feet has fallen asleep. Oh god, the pins and needles. Oh god.
Bye-bye.
Bye. The two of them bow their heads down and follow the rest of the stairs down. I continue up the next flight of stairs, reaching the landing, then turning the corner to enter my own apartment. Oh boy, here we go. The place is dark because I always make sure to cut the lights out before I leave. I can't afford to leave any electricity running. My rent chews through most of my salary as it is. My feet hurts! My Tootsie Roll hurts! I flick on the lights and feel relief as the living room illuminates my faithful couch and TV emerges from the shadows, and I immediately feel at home. After throwing away my keys and my bag into the office coffee table, I slump down on the couch. What a day. I have an overwhelming urge to pull out my laptop and check my website for new requests, but my body needs to come first. I'm desperate for a hot shower. I'll need to cleanse my face. I scrape the paint out from underneath my nails, and I'll definitely have to slip into a fresh set of underwear. Yeah. Uh-huh. Whatever happened in that bathroom today took its toll on my body and my clothes. While the night is young, I can relax later. For now, it's time to start scrubbing. Did you not wash your nails off? Like, having stuff underneath your nails is... I can't... the convenience store. I have PTSD from this. The convenience store is a little more crowded than usual. The mundane chatter of business people and students and worker buzzes in the air like a swarm of relentless flies. Throughout the drone of mingled conversations, I happen to catch a few interesting words here and there.
Have you seen that one website.
Oh.
What do you mean by request a death?
Oh. My lips curl into a half smile, half snarl.
Since he always cheats, I thought I might upload his photo.
Oh.
And you think Corpse Girl really exists?
Oh. To hear so many people talk about Corpse Girl's website is enough to make my nerves tingle. Looks like I need to change my underpants again. However, I know that they're not talking about it because of Akane Tsurumaki's death. As far as I can tell, her death wasn't reported to the news as a suspicious case. The only source of information I could locate her was her obituary, and those didn't mention anything about foul play, so there's no way anyone could know that Corpse Girl was involved. People talking about the website in the same way they always have, like it's just an interesting topic of conversation in an icebreaker, one of those things you can tell your friends to entertain them. And there's certainly, and therein is my issue with the website as a topic of conversation. It's just an urban legend, a point of discussion that inevitably fizzles out and is forgotten. People talk about it, people visit the website out of curiosity, but very few people actually take action and request a death. Someone just did it right now in front of your eyes. Alright? There's a part of that annoys me. If people don't actively participate, how can I prove myself to the world? Stop beeping so much. I can everyone can hear the beeps of the trucks outside. How can Corpse Girl claim her victims if there are no victims to be claimed? As long as the website is simply a talking point, a myth, an icebreaker, then Corpse Girl's ambitions will remain unfulfilled. To be fair, I haven't yet provided a compelling reason for people to take the website seriously. You got to get a Patreon sorted, you know? That's how they know you're serious. The death toll is humiliatingly low. Humiliatingly low. I need to ramp it up and step up my game. For Corpse Girl's sake. Stop the beeps! The beeps. Until I manage to do that, people will continue to simply discuss the website in hushed tones, like it's some taboo fantasy that shouldn't be spoken of. But with some more time and some more victims, soon everyone will know to fear Corpse Girl. Thanks to the constant drone in the convenience store, I barely registered the quiet melody of a ringtone. Eventually, my ears— that's a terrible ringtone. My ears become keen enough to pick it out, and I answer my phone.
Hey. Good morning, Noriko. Is this a bad time?
Yes. Maybe. No. I don't know.
Not at all. I'm at the convenience store. Oh, good. I wanted to catch you before work.
Alright.
No worries.
I hope you have a human-sized net, though.
Yesterday, but the day got away from me. That's okay. I wanted to ask if you spoke to Shinya yet? I sure did. Guess what?
I sure did. Oh god, my voice. Oh, okay, let's try again. I sure did. Alright, that's creepier, but I guess better.
You start work on Monday. You'll be doing data entry with me. We might even get to sit near each other. Oh my gosh. Really? Of course. When have I ever lied to you?
5 seconds ago.
Oh, Noriko. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much. Does this mean I can quit the maid cafe now? Yep. Quit today if you can. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
She has definitely been through a lot. She has... yeah, she's definitely been through a lot.
Are you crying?
Yeah, something happened.
I'm just...
Something's definitely happened to have this much of an impact. Making Aoi so overwhelmingly happy feels really good. I care so much for this girl. Her happiness is vital to me.
I owe you so much. And Shinya too. I know. I'll buy him a gift to give him on my first day. Do you think he'll like that? Yeah, I'm sure he will. That's a great idea, Aoi.
Okay.
What does he like?
I managed to spill the answer to that without having to think twice. Girls with a girl. Sure.
Crime novels.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, really? His dad is a detective, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I can get
Maybe.
something like that. Right now, I'm going to march into the cafe and quit.
Something tells me that that's not gonna go right. Oh, maybe the person she wants to get rid of in 3 weeks. is the dude in the cafe.
You tell him. Good luck, kid.
Good luck,
Okay.
kid.
Bye, Noriko.
Bye. The call ends and I smile. Aoi sounds so happy. I'm really glad that I could help her out. She deserves to be happy. I barely have time to select a can of coffee from the line of refrigerated shelves before my phone rings again.
Huh? Aoi? Sorry to call again, Noriko. I just, something was what's
Oh,
up?
crap. I pressed space by accident.
Did
Ah.
this is going to sound stupid. Did I thank you for getting me the job?
There's definitely something happening. Something happened to Aoi.
Oh, yeah, you did. A few times, I think.
What happened to her?
Okay, phew. I just wanted to check. It was bothering me, and I didn't want to come off as ungrateful.
D-
So,
Is she okay?
you know what? Just to make sure. Thank you, Noriko.
Okay, something's up.
Okay, I'm going now, really. Bye-bye. Bye, Aoi.
Something happened. Something suspicious. Something's not right there. The call ends and my brow furrows. That was strange. But maybe not so strange for Aoi. I guess she really wanted to be polite. I shrug it off and return to selection. As okay. Alright. Selection time. The office atmosphere is unusually somber when I exit the elevator. There are a few people surrounding around the normal. There are fewer people around than normal. Some executives I rarely see on the level are hovering around in one of the glass-screened cubicles in one side of the floor. I spy Shinya standing at his desk, talking quietly in the phone. He's nodding! I wanted to ask somebody what's going on, but nobody seems to notice me arriving. I shuffle my way to my desk and sit down. I spend some time looking over the spreadsheet for today's tasks. After going through it thoroughly, Shinya arrives in front of my desk, seemingly out of breath.
Noriko, has anyone filled you in yet?
No. Maybe.
No.
Yeah,
What's
no.
going on? Why is half the office empty?
Well, you see, somebody within the company died yesterday.
It's gonna be the lady, isn't it?
Oh? Somebody we know?
Shinya shakes his head slowly, his expression gravely serious.
Nobody you would have interacted with. She was an exec, up on the 21st floor. Apparently, she never showed up yesterday, but her coworkers just assumed she was taking a personal day. People started getting the news in the afternoon. She was involved in some sort of accident, and now she's...
Dead?
Shinya glares up at me, his narrow pupil eyes seemingly accusing me of being tactless.
Yes. Dead.
And now you're tactless.
So, I mean, I get it's a tragedy and all, but how does this explain where everyone is today?
You should have received an email sent out by HR this morning. Basically, everyone is being offered professional grief counseling.
Seriously?
I think some people are taking up the offer, but I suspect some other employees are using the opportunity to skip
I
out on
wonder
work.
how you came to that conclusion, Sherlock.
Regardless,
Hmm.
what happened to Miss Tsurumaki was a tragedy. So unexpected.
I blink a few times, getting ready to turn back to my computer. Ms. Tsurumaki.
Wait, what was her name?
Huh? Ms. Tsurumaki.
Tsurumaki.
It should be in the email. She had a young daughter and everything. It's really sad.
Akane Tsurumaki. Yeah, although I've never met her before, her face appears in my mind. Self-asphyxiation. An accident. She worked here? I can scarcely believe it. It's true that this is massive. It is a massive company with thousands of employees Japan-wide, but still. For her to work in the very same building as me, it's too coincidental. It doesn't feel right. Would I have gone through with killing her if I knew she worked in my building? The scenario creates more questions than answers. The person that requested her death, do they also work here? It would have to be somebody who knows her well enough to want her dead. Odds are high that they work here as well. Probably one of the higher ups, probably.
You okay?
I realize that I've been spacing out and I turn back to Shinya.
Yeah, sorry, just thinking is all.
Well, Grief affects us all. The details
Ah,
of the
crap.
counseling sessions are in the email. Be sure to take up the company's offer if you think it'll help.
I think what's gonna happen is that he's gonna start looking into it, and then he's gonna come to the conclusion that it's her. I see. So something like that's probably gonna happen. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Maybe, but I mean, it can't be a coincidence that he's into crime novels and his dad was a detective. I think something's gonna go on about that, and with Noriko. So
As for me, I think I'll be okay. Some quiet reflection on the matter should help clear my head.
yeah, that easy, huh?
Sure, okay.
Plus, I have a date with Tomoe to look forward to. It's important to look ahead in times like these, isn't it? I think I read that somewhere.
It's also important to deal with it too, but hey, I don't. Yeah.
Ugh. Yeah, that's what they say.
Very well then. Do your best today, okay?
And you too, with Tomoe. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I don't know why I'm doing this. Help me, please help. I'm weird.
Right.
Right. Let's go on into the unknown. Sheena takes his leave, and I let my shoulders slump. I killed someone from my office building, but I didn't know that at the time. Could my involvement be traced? No. I was very careful to cover my tracks. I deleted the photos from my computer, discarded the burner phone SIM card, and trashed the phone itself. There's no way anyone would find out I was involved. Besides, I don't even know if the authorities are treating the case as a murder. As far as general information goes, it would seem like it truly was treated as an accident. I'm in the clear. I know I am. However, I sure would like to uncover the identity of the person who requested Tsurumaki's death. The thought that it could be someone I work with makes me way too curious. It is probably one of the higher-ups, maybe? Oh. Despite work being eventful this morning, the rest of the day passed. Oh wait, no, that's her nightstand thing that she put her makeup on. Okay, I recognize that. Even Tomoe kept her distance from me. I wondered if I scared her off when I casually mentioned reporting her to the police. Not that I would report her. That would lead to the police getting mixed up in my life, and I can't really have that considering my moonlighting occupation. It's interesting. I don't know if this has to do with anything, but the playing card symbols are on the floor. I mean, not on the floor. This is the floor, guys. This is the floor. This is what we stand on. The walls of Rome are the floor now. What was that? What was that? Ah. But okay, I know that's just a symbol, royal symbol. That's not like a card thing. But interesting that she has those on the walls. Especially now that I know I have a connection to Tsurumaki. I brush my hair in front of the mirror in my bedroom. I remove my makeup and reveal the ever so faint bruise on my cheek, the fading token of fight with Tomoe. Since tonight is rather cold, I decided to snuggle up under the covers in my bed with my laptop. I crawl into bed and push the plush blankets over myself. Very plush. Very cool. This bear is familiar. I don't know why, but the bear with the wings, I don't know, is it a reference to Danganronpa? Danganronpa? And I have to fight the urge to not fall asleep right here and now. To keep myself awake, I check the requests on my website. I'm pleasantly surprised to find out there are 2 new requests. 2 in one day. My heart begins to race and I quickly open the messages. The first message reads, Request details. Today 11:14 a.m. local time. Victim's phone, *************************************************** Image attachment not found. No image attachment? What? I thought I configured the website to reject requests unless an image is attached. This is really irritating. I got my hopes up for nothing. It takes me a second to remember that there's another request waiting. My optimism is renewed. I hurriedly click into the unread message. Request details. Today 5:06 p.m. local time. Victim's phone, .. Downloading image attachment. Yes, this request has been submitted correctly. The image is loading before my eyes. Ah, it's the dude that was cheating on the girl. Okay. The new victim is male, early 20s. He's fit and athletic looking. His clothing is casual, so it's impossible to infer what kind of work he does. The photo of him is pretty simple. I don't know if he uses it for his noise profile or if it's an ID photo of some sort. Either way, he looks like he's a happy person. I'm not so naive to pretend I can't guess the reasons why this guy's wanted dead. Yeah, you smart, you know what up. Perhaps an ex has submitted his details after a bad breakup, or a jealous sibling wants him out of the picture. I kind of suspect that you might know who this person is, like from the conversation that happened. I mean, you know, it happened close to you. But it's also suspicious because these things are happening to people that were near or around her. So, yeah. People's motivations are purely selfish. Requesting the death of somebody is guaranteed to be a motivation by self-interest. So why did somebody want Tsurumaki dead? She was so plain looking, so uninteresting. She didn't look like she was capable of even thinking about wronging somebody. Did somebody want revenge on her? Or did somebody simply find her so dull that the thought of removing her from the planet seemed appealing? I interrupt my own thoughts and return to the task at hand. Dwelling on the victim's past won't do me any good if I want to continue my streak of success. This new guy's attractive. It's almost a shame to have to chop him up. Well, we all get what's coming to us. No sense in trying to avoid scarring a pretty face. My beauty's superficial anyways. I know that as well as anyone. No one deserves to be spared just because they're good looking. Beautiful people should suffer as much as anyone else. Beautiful people do suffer as much as anyone else. Take Aoi, for example. She's gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and definitely my type. Oh, we're learning more about Natsuki. Nodoki. I forgot the name already, damn it. But she suffers endlessly at the hands of cruel stalkers and patrons. Everyone suffers. Beautiful or not, we all cope the crap we're dealt. So I fuss over something, over a beautiful corpse. This guy, or Aoi, or even Tomoe on a good day. Beautiful people die the same way as an average person. The guy on my computer screen probably doesn't really deserve to die. I'm sure there's some pretty reason his death has been requested. Petty reason. But I take all requests seriously. I won't turn a single one down. Corpse Girl's convictions will pave the way to her fame. With a smirk and a lick of my lips, I get to work. I've got a nice clear photo here, so I can go all out on the request. Oh, I hit up DD, the database of deceased, and spend some time selecting a suitable base image. I hesitate choosing between an image of a corpse with a knife in its throat, or a body soaking in a bloody bathtub with its wrists slit. Either image would do just fine, but I really want something special for this latest victim. After all, I had to top my last success, right? Another 5 or 10 minutes pass until I gasp at coming across the perfect photo. Thanks to my clever use of tags and filters on DD, this image matches the victim's description perfectly. 20 to 30 years old, athletic build male. The corpse's legs are severed below the knees. Bloody stumps leak their vital fluids out from high. The body's hanging from a set of power lines on some suburban street. It's perfect. Beautiful even. It'll help me create a beautiful death for a beautiful person. I kind of have to question the story behind this photo. I wonder if the police ever investigated and discovered what happened to this sucker. Well, regardless, this will serve my purpose. I download the high-resolution copy available and save it to my hard drive. My fingers trace along the computer's trackpad with practice movements, clicking, tapping, dragging at random intervals. I gotta hand it to her. She's doing all this on a laptop. Like, photoshopping on a laptop isn't, like, the easiest, so she is very skilled with what she does. The night carries on. Okay, bye. Okay, here we go. Here we go. My walk through the train station this morning is confident, cocky, self-assured. When I board the train, I even manage to take a seat for the first time in a while. I withdraw a worn book from my handbag and flip to the cover. There's a name scrawled in a blue ballpoint pen on the first page, but it has become faded and illegible over time. I don't quite remember where I picked this book. Maybe I discovered it at a second-hand bookshop. Who knows? I own so many obscure tomes that I can't be expected to recall purchasing every single one. Its aged cover and weathered spine both bear the same title. Oh. Faust Photographie, a comprehensive history of photo manipulation. I was reading the thing on the book. The book is written in English and it's a slog to work through with my limited knowledge of that language. but I like to skim through it primarily for the photographs contained within. What am I? A kid? I mean, I am, so you know. The examples of early images doctoring from centuries ago fascinates me. The book even features techniques and studies as recent as 1993, when it was first published. It's true that a lot of techniques discussed within are no longer relevant in today's digital age. However, there's a hearty section dedicated to the art of manipulating corpse photos, something that I am indeed very, very interested in. The most intriguing aspect of this section's content is that the featured artist performs the opposite kind of work that I do. Instead of manipulating images of the living to make them appear dead, the artist in the book edits images of the dead in order to make them look alive once more. In bygone eras when photographs of people were taken few and far between, the sect of artists dedicated themselves to honoring the memories of the deceased. They did this by making the photos taken upon death look even more beautiful and full of life. These photos were gifted to family members and loved ones. The tradition makes sense. Imagine if you lost someone dear to you, and you had no photographs of them. Wouldn't it be more wonderful to receive one last memento? A beautiful image of the way you remembered them. Instead of using makeup to beautify a corpse, these artists applied paintbrush and pens directly to a photograph to seemingly bring the deceased back to life. The impressive aspect of the process is the way they illustrated the corpse's eyes to look full of life. Even though it's a far cry from the work I do, I can't help but feel some sort of kinship with the artist discussed in the book. Surely we are cut from the same cloth. Browsing through the images in the book inspires me to work hard on my own photo editing. Many of the pictures are black and white, but to me, that only drives home how impressive these old techniques were. I finish flipping through the chapter and close my book. I hold the tattered tome close to my chest and breathe a sigh of satisfaction.
The next station is Shinjuku. The doors on the right side will open.
For some
Please
reason,
change here for the Chuo line, the Shonan Shinjuku line.
for some reason, I read that as
Saikyo
the
line.
next slut is in Shinjuku. I don't know why I read that, but hey. I quickly stuff the book into my handbag and get ready to disembark the train. Bye bye. I'll see you some other time. When I'm certain nobody's looking, I carefully open the lid of a large dumpster in front of me. The stench of rotten food and whoever knows what else assaults my senses, and reflexively gag and splutter. The staff at the convenience store really need to seal their trash in plastic bags before tossing it in here.
Ugh, this is disgusting. I have to stop doing this.
Is she going to take old food because she can't afford it? The raised open lid locks into place at a 45-degree angle, allowing me to now use my now free hands to retrieve a small black object from my handbag. Oh, it's a flip phone, a cheap plastic thing with a shiny charcoal finish. I open it up and tap on the retro tactile keys, confirming that I've completely deleted all sent messages and photos. Nodding to myself, satisfaction that I've covered my tracks, I eject the battery from the back of the casing and toss it into the dumpster. I then snap the phone in half along the hinge, separating the screen from the keypad. The screen crunches into pieces with a gratifying ksh underneath my shoes. I retrieve the smashed parts from the asphalt, careful not to prick my fingers on the sharp glass. With hardly a glance, I unceremoniously launch the broken parts of the phone into the dumpster. I clap my hands together to dust them off, then shut the dumpster lid and hurry away. I settle between the brick wall of the convenience store and the narrow metal railing intended to keep people like me away from the dumpsters. Now in front of the convenience store, I finally feel I can breathe deeply without fear of inhaling the toxic contents of the dumpster. I let my lungs take care of their fill before nonchalantly crossing the street. Nonchalantly. I know, words. That takes care of my latest burner phone. Before leaving the office building, I cracked the SIM card in half and disposed of it in the combustible trash. Now with the phone itself destroyed and discarded at a different location in my mind is at ease. It has been slightly less than 24 hours since I messaged my latest victim, that athlete guy that I may have briefly fantasized about during my restless slumber. My general rule of thumb is to keep a burner phone for exactly 24 hours after sending a photo. However, I made an exception today. I wanted it to discard the phone early, clear my anxiety, and get a full night's rest tonight. Besides, it's not like anyone ever replies to the messages I send. I'd love it if they did, but it is what it is. So really, there's no point holding onto the evidence of my wrongdoings. for longer than necessary. If memory serves, I wrote tomorrow's date on the latest victim's timestamp, May 30th, 10:31 a.m. The victim may decide to kill himself today, of course. He could end up just like Akane Tsurumaki. But if he's anything like her, he'll hold out just until a few hours before the designated time. He'll let panic and fear boil and build inside of him until he can't just take it anymore. Or someone else will come along and end it all for him. I can't be sure. I still don't know what happens to Ruri Hatano. Did she kill herself or did someone else snuff out her life? Either way, I'll start researching obituaries tomorrow. If I'm confident that it will be another successful request. If it is, I'll truly be on a winning streak. With butterflies in my stomach, I cross the road. Oh. On my route home, I usually like to trek through a small park close to my apartment, provided the weather is decent. I avoid the park in the mornings as a lot of people walk their dogs and I can't risk my allergies flaring up before I reach the office. In the evenings, the park is much emptier. I suppose I finish work a bit earlier than most people, so while everyone else is busy, I can enjoy the fresh air and scenery. I make my way along the neat, broad dirt path that connects one side of the park to the other. Wooden benches line up the path at regular intervals, and at this time of the evening, it's common to see a homeless person or two using a bench as a resting place. The city has more homeless people than the general population would care to admit. I try not to think of it as I walk by every day. I already know that many people have it worse off than I do, but there's not exactly anything I can do to help. Right. Should I be giving these people money that I can't afford to spare? Wouldn't I just end up homeless as well? It is a dilemma. I'm not exactly broke, but I live month to month on my salary. It's expensive to live in the outskirts of Akihabara, and commuting to Shinjuku every day isn't exactly cheap either. Then you add an electricity bill, phone, food. I mean, I don't eat unless I have to, but I'd starve if I didn't buy a meal every other day. And don't get me started on the cost of the coffee I drink. If I'm lucky, I can score a can of 100 yen, but more often than not, I'm paying up to 150 for a single can. Even if I were to buy canned coffee in bulk from one of those huge variety stores like Don Coyote, I still only save a handful of loose change. And I wouldn't have access to the familiar selection I get at the convenience store. I'm just thankful that I don't go out for drinks after work like most of my colleagues. If I had to buy a few rounds of beer every week, my bank account would definitely dry up. By avoiding that kind of group outing, not only do I save some money, but I'm also not forced to spend more time around people. It's a win-win situation. Yeah, Realizing I'm trudging along the path at a snail's pace, I tell myself to speed up. Towards the exit of the park, the silhouettes of two people on a bench come into view. The sound of laughter carries on the wind. I don't know why I'm saying on the wind so ominously. Also, there was a beep beep. I heard the beep beep beep. And I can't help but feel like I've heard the voices before. As I draw closer, a sinking into sensation clutches at my stomach. I immediately get the urge to turn around, but I'm so close to home.
Aha! It's Noriko! Fancy seeing her here.
Yeah, it's almost like I live around here.
Noriko's here.
It's me! Tomoe and Shinya. Tomoe glares and flips her long hair behind her ear with a crab-eating grin on her face. Shinya looks kind of out of place outside the office. His face is filtered by an especially uncomfortable expression. I start to wonder why these two are here, but then I recall that Tomoe did mention that they were going on a date on Friday night. I suppose it's my bad luck that I would run into them on the way home. But what are they doing here in Akihabara? I have to assume that Tomoe came here on purpose just to spite me.
On your way home?
No, I was just going down to the docks so I can dump your body.
How's your, date?
We're having a blast. Right, Chen?
Yes, of course. A great time.
A great time, a grand old time, I can see. Wondering if Tomoe has been dragging Shinya along against his will.
Okay, well, I'll leave you to it.
Hey, we're gonna grab some chicken. Why don't you come with us?
Well, I don't want to because I'm looking at a chicken right now. Bok bok.
No thanks.
I can't think of any worse way to spend an evening than eating with Tomoe and spending all that money. I mean, come on. Shinya has a dejected look on his face. It's pitiful, but he brought this date on himself. Why should I have to bail him out?
Sorry, I've got things to do tonight.
Are you sure you're not just avoiding eating? Afraid to gain a bit of fat?
Well, I don't want to be like you. I am very bad at burning people. I honestly don't know what to say to that.
Seishin, you ever seen Noriko eat anything?
No, I'm a vampire. I feast upon the fears of the population.
Well, now that you mention it, she never seems to eat at the office.
I eat at home, if that's okay with you.
It's not completely a lie. Sometimes I eat at home, sometimes I don't eat at all.
Come on, come get some chicken with us. You can throw it back up or whatever afterwards if it makes you feel better.
She really is not a nice person. She's starting to get on my nerves. I swear she tries to identify with my flaws.
You're not being very nice to Noriko. Aren't you two supposed to be friends?
No. When did you ever... when did I ever say I was friends? It's like this guy doesn't even listen. Yeah.
We're
Both of them don't listen.
besties. Besties talk shit to each other, right, Noriko?
To be fair, that is true. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh. Fascinating.
It's like he's an alien who's learning to live with our species of humans.
Anyway, I'm going now. See you on Monday.
Bye.
Okay. See you then.
Bye.
Buzzkill. She's such a drag.
I'm gonna drag you to the port and dump you in the ocean. Haha. Get it? Because the okay, I'll stop. I let Tomoe's words hang in the air as I walk past her. I'm pretty annoyed that she dragged Shinya all the way here just to taunt me. Is this her idea of a good date? Does she care about Shinya at all, or is this whole thing just to annoy me? I think it's to annoy her. Tomoe dating Shinya doesn't even get under my skin. I don't have a feeling for him at all. What does get on my nerves is simply the fact that Tomoe is trying so hard to get on my nerves. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if I could carry on my way home without one final interruption. Tomoe calls out to me again.
Your friend Aoi is gonna start work with us on Monday, yeah? Oh, fun. I can't wait to meet a friend of Noriko's.
Ah, crap. She's gonna annoy Aoi now. I grimace. I suppose Shinya told her about that. I turned back to face them both.
Don't even think about messing with Aoi.
God damn!
She's dealt with enough crap at her last job.
Oh.
Oh, has she? Maybe big, strong Noriko can protect her now.
Exactly. By going to the police.
I'd do anything for her. She's my best friend.
Don't just give her information that she could use against you. That's terrible bully advice.
If you had any friends of your own, you would understand what that feels like.
Oh, goddamn.
Well, I got plenty of friends. And only some of them are sluts like you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going.
I finally managed to disengage from my conversation, even with Tomoe's mocking laugh piercing the air. I exit the park, cross the road, and walk down the block and leading to my apartment. Tomoe, I have to wonder if that girl exists solely to irritate me. I have to tell myself she's not worth my time. I can't let her taunts get to me. Grin and bear it, as they say. That's what stoic, unflinching Noriko would do. Running a hand through my hair, I smile and approach my apartment building. Nice-oo! Alright, so this will be a good place to end it for today. Save. Don't not save. Okay, so if you want to find out what happens to that guy who we wrote death upon, you might want to consider watching the next video by clicking on that subscribe button. That's right. It's cool. You're cool. Everything's cool. But yeah, no. Thank you guys for watching. I think we got on a pretty good part of the story today. It's getting more interesting, and I don't know. I have so many theories about where the story is going, and it's getting interesting because we're still at the early part of the story where we're learning more and slightly developing the other characters and stuff like that. So it's gonna be very interesting. The bathroom happened today. The bathroom stuff happened today. It definitely did. It definitely did. Wow. I mean that wasn't. I was expecting that, but I wasn't expecting that. Like, oh my god. That happened, guys. That actually happened. Oh no. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. The story is definitely getting interesting, and I'm curious to see where it's gonna go, especially with I forgot the guy's name. Crap, but he's into crime novels, which I think is alluding to the fact that he might start investigating the crimes. And also, what's intriguing is that the guy that we sentenced to death was someone who she heard and that was relatively unquote unquote close by to. And this has been happening to the people that she's close to or likes or something like that. So yeah, it's definitely interesting, and I'm curious where to see where it's going. I'm saying that way too much now, but yes, it is cool. That being said, I'm gonna end the video here, and hope to see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves, stay awesome, stay amazing as you guys are, and goodbye. Wait, no, crap. Goodbye!